Queensland, Australia is home to over 700 waterfalls.
And today we're going to see how many we can visit in one singular day. Hi guys, and welcome back to Moonstone Chariot. If you're new here, I'm Brandy and this is
Ben. And we have been living in tropical North Queensland for about the past 13 months, but we've recently left our jobs and have started the lap of Australia.
And today we're attempting to visit something like 13 waterfalls. We're not exactly sure on the final number yet, but we're trying to visit as many as possible. We are starting the morning off pretty early. It is officially 7:30 in the morning, and that is because we camped at Millaa Park last night. So this, Millaa Falls, counts as our first waterfall for the day.
But for the rest of our waterfalls that we will be visiting today, we are going to be heading around the waterfall circuit, going into the Atherton Tablelands, just south of Cairns.
Some of these waterfalls will be right next to the car park with easy access.
Some are a really good hike away.
Some we will be able to swim in.
And some have some pretty big record-breaking titles.
So with all that being said, let's get a closer look at Millaa Creek Falls. Right beside the magical Millaa Park, Millaa Creek Falls is not just beautiful, it's historic. This waterfall was once used to power North Queensland's first hydroelectric system back in the 1930s. And if you are visiting Millaa Creek Falls at Millaa Park, I do suggest you stick around for their nighttime experience and see Millaa Creek Falls lit up at night. It is 7:58. It didn't actually take us that long to get from Millaa Falls to now Falls number 2. This is Teresa Falls, named after Jose Perenella's daughter.
He actually originally wanted to name Millaa Falls after his daughter Teresa, but Millaa Falls was actually named after someone else's daughter who still lived in the area.
This is actually a man-made waterfall. Jose made this waterfall to mimic Millaa Falls with its 3 distinct outlets of water.
All right, team, it is 9:28. We have pulled over on the side of the road. There's a little pull-off for us, and we are standing at the beginning of the trailhead.
It's about 1.4 kilometers round trip to Falls and about a kilometer round trip to Waterfalls. And the grade is only 1, so this shouldn't be too bad of a hike. Let's get at it. The beautiful Falls is tucked away in the Wooroonuran National Park. It flows down a layered rock face and is a pretty short walk from the trailhead. It does look like there used to be steps down to the base, but those have been blocked off and are slowly being reclaimed by nature.
So unfortunately, the Waterfalls track is temporarily closed due to potentially dangerous landslips and subsidence. It's looking a little muddy just on the other side of it, so we're unfortunately going to skip this waterfall, but the next one is only a few kilometers down the road. It is a little bit of a hike, so we're going to go gear up for that one instead. All right, we are on our way to Nandroya Falls. Now, we have actually been here before, so we are going to take the short way, both there and back. You actually see a couple little waterfalls on the way. If you take the long way back, it's like a creek that's just waterfall after waterfall after waterfall, but we're looking for the big guy at the top.
Welcome to our 4th waterfall of the day. This is Silver Falls. It is along the hike on the way to Nandroya, and this might be one of my favorites. It's just so beautiful. It's got these beautiful stone stairs coming down to it. It does have this creek. During the wet season, this creek may be a lot higher and you may have a creek crossing. Right now, we probably still will get a little wet as we cross the creek, but it shouldn't be too bad. The reason I think that this is one of my favorite waterfalls that we've been to already is just the way that the sun comes through the trees and hits the water here. Depending on the time of day, it is just so magical. It feels like you could be coming down these stairs and there'd just be like a little fairy or a little water nymph bathing by the side of the waterfall.
Welcome to our 5th waterfall, Nandroya Falls. This one's really cool because it is such a huge waterfall going into this little pool that you are able to swim in. And then just down the way, the little creek actually goes to another waterfall. It's just so gorgeous out here. The sun finally came out. This one is definitely worth the hike.
Last time we were here, we did swim. Kind of wish that I had brought my bathing suit up this time because, I mean, just look at it. It's gorgeous. Our 5th waterfall of the day is Millaa Falls. Now, Millaa Falls is not just a pretty face, it is one of the highest waterfalls in the Tablelands at over 90 meters tall. We did not go down to the base of the waterfall as we were a little hiked out due to Chupla and Nandroya, but the top of the falls right next to the restaurant is absolutely stunning and well worth the drive. Welcome to our 8th waterfall of the day, this gorgeous J Falls. This is one of 3 waterfalls on the Waterfall Circuit Road. It's the first if you're coming up the Atherton Tablelands. It's the last if you're coming down the Atherton Tablelands. It is absolutely gorgeous, and it's one of those places that you can also swim at. Welcome to waterfall number 9, Zilly Falls. This waterfall is absolutely gorgeous. I cannot say that any less. But honestly, I think this is the hardest one to get to, in my opinion. I know Nandroya was like a 40-minute hike. This one has so many footpaths that all look the same, and it's a very, very steep embankment down. And right now we are at the tail end of the rainy season, so it is covered in mud. So stepping on rocks, stepping on any of the root systems are super slick. You have to watch your step, but it is absolutely beautiful. And if you have some good hiking boots, I would recommend coming to Zilly Falls.
Behind me is Millaa Millaa Falls, one of the most, if not the most iconic waterfall on the whole waterfall circuit. It is home to the Herbalescence hair flip, where you flip your hair back into a really cool shape. Peter Andre filmed the music video for Mysterious Girl here, if you know who that is. And behind the waterfall is actually all volcanic rock that was formed a very, very long time ago. And most importantly, it's waterfall number 10 on our list. We're gonna hang out here a little bit, hoping a few more people leave to get some really cool pictures, and then we'll move on to the next one. I was lied to. This is Dinner Falls, and I'm still hungry. There is no dinner here. Just water. We have made it to Dinner Falls. It is getting a little bit dark out. It's very cloudy, but the sun's finally starting to go down. Took a while to get here. We made a few little extra stops, but we did it. We've got one more waterfall, I think, after this on our list to go. This one had a little walk down. It starts out of a paved path, and then it gets kind of that dirt path. We traded in our hiking shoes for flip-flops, so we made it down here and survived. We're gonna see if we can climb back up the hill to the car. On the way into the car park, we saw two signs that they had recent cassowary crossings, so we were kind of hoping to see one. We're kind of glad that we didn't. Maybe in the car, maybe. If you do ever see a cassowary in the wild, don't run, because you'll lose that race.
And waterfall number 12, Millaa Falls. Ben, give us some facts.
It is a waterfall in the town Millaa. There is an information center, though, at the top of the staircase before you reach this waterfall. It's really, really cool. They have a whole bunch of like taxidermy animals, tree kangaroos, other bugs you can put under a microscope and stuff. They've got a lot of plants and leaves that you can look at and touch. And then these two Aboriginal ladies had wanted to share their story. So they've got the entire story of this place and how the women and children used to live down here and the men used to live over on the other side of the road where the rest of the creek is. The rest of the creek holds turtles and platypus over there. And then there is a couple more walking trails that go through the rainforest where you do have some opportunities to maybe see some more wildlife, including those tree kangaroos.
Okay, it is about 6:15, which means we've been at this for about 11 hours. 11 hours, 12 waterfalls, and one we stayed at for way longer than we should have. I think that's pretty good.
All right, the question is, who can top us? You are challenged.
I can't decide. I still think that Nandroya might be my favorite out of the bunch that we've done today. Although Mangali was pretty cool. We should have done the hike, but I don't know if I could have done another 45-minute hike straight down. So I'm going to say Nandroya was my favorite.
Mangali is definitely my favorite. All the other stuff that we didn't do that is right there is really cool, but I want that waterfall in my backyard. I want to open up my window in my house and just see that, have it hydro-powered, the whole thing.
Ben himself wants to be the next Jose Paranella. Which waterfall was your favorite of the ones that we visited today? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you're not already. And we hope you have a great day, a great week, and we will see you soon. Bye!